Hello, it's Kitti, your declutter spokescat, coming to you from picturesque Atlantic Canada, where it is, I'm delighted to say, a very pleasant day. It was the usual foggy morning, but the fog is burned off, and much like our daily lives, that is a wonderful thing when that fog burns off and the sun shines. And if you're having a cloudy day where you are, don't worry, the sun is just around the corner. All right, hello, thank you for joining. Now, who am I? I'm Kitti, again, your declutter spokescat with Declutter The Brain. And entrepreneurs hire me to eliminate their clutter in physical and mental, clutter and overwhelm. Let's put it that way. Their clutter and, hello Pam, their clutter and overwhelm in 90 days so they can focus on making more money and all of the good things that brings. Sound good? Now, I believe that firmly that physical clutter and lack of focus and concentration are very closely intertwined, and that is why I developed a step-by-step system to help my client that helps my clients eliminate years of clutter without getting completely overwhelmed by the process, because overwhelm is a huge problem, especially if you happen to be ADHD. Many of my clients are. I certainly am. But it doesn't matter whether you are or not. The point is that you've got clutter, you want to get rid of it. Right, that's why we're here. And clutter comes in so many forms, doesn't it? And we basically address the whole spectrum here, how it affects your health, your home, your habits, your brain, hence Declutter the Brain. Speaking of Declutter the Brain Facebook group. I'm always afraid that I'm going to hello, Robin. I'm always afraid that I'm going to forget this, so mention it now. Declutter the Brain Facebook group. If you haven't joined, why haven't you? We are a small, supportive, growing community of like-minded individuals who want to clear their clutter, so then that it keeps us from being the super achievers we were meant to be. We work together to help minimize, hello Michael, your overwhelm and maximize your productivity. And maximizing your productivity sure feels good at the end of the day. Yeah. All right, so this week we are talking about when people, well-meaning people, want to help you declutter. And I've never addressed this before quite exactly like this, and this topic comes to you from our own Michael Goro, a wonderful client, active group member, and he raised this question on one of our mastermind calls a couple of weeks ago about what do you do about they are very well-meaning people. They want to help us with our decluttering, but sometimes it can make it even more difficult. It can make it worse. All right, and that's what we're talking about this week. And I welcome any of your comments, any experiences that you've been through. You can either put it in the comments below or direct message me, and that goes for whether you're watching here or on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or I'm delighted to say we are live on YouTube and I have 4 subscribers already. Woohoo! Hey, that's okay. I've always been a fan of slow and steady growth. And not being the most patient person in the world, it's always too slow for me. Agree? I want it done yesterday. I was like that when I was 7 years old, yeah. Anywho, so we do appreciate when people want to help, but yesterday we talked about it's not. It not only is it what you, or it can be what you say, but how you say it. Say for example, are you ever going to get this room clean? better way to say it? How can we work together to get this room clean? See the difference? See the difference? Can you almost even feel the difference in how it kind of attacks you, you know, or soothes you? Say for example, actually, Michael did an absolutely wonderful job on his mailbox. Now I know that his ever-loving was kind of, you know, a little bit concerned, didn't quite approve of the old mailbox, and so you know, there may have been some tense moments before, and I'm not exactly sure what she said, but what I do know is, or what I sense is that she was very supportive of and helpful with with getting it fixed, and she helped. They worked together as a team, and many times teamwork, or at least feeling not judged. All right, because that is huge. When you feel that you're being judged about your clutter, well, that really does a number on your self-esteem, doesn't it? And when it takes more time to heal, because you have clutter for a reason. All right, it can either be, it can be from a host of reasons. Well, maybe you don't want to get rid of sentimental items, or maybe you just don't even see the clutter because you're so busy with, you know, like, I'll use Robin as an example here, having way too much on your plate. Been there, we've all been there, and you just can't deal with it. Well, you don't want to be judged on top of that. It's going to get finished. It's going to get done. So don't judge me on top of that. Ask how you can help. And certainly, even if you don't want to help, how about this? Either say nothing or say, I see that you're having difficulty, and I wish you all the best. I know that you can do it. I know that you will be able to do it. Well, geez, isn't that kind of, you know, kind of inspiring? It's like, yeah, pat on the back, you know, feeling good, right? Yeah. All right. Now, today, here's another way that maybe kind of a don't in helping someone declutter. Be a good listener, please. And what I'm talking about specifically with this, because that can have two connotations. When you are talking, which the second one we will get to, I believe, on Friday. This one, a client, she had left her mother specific instructions. Her mother wanted to help her declutter. Right? And so this person, we'll call her Helen for today. Helen left instructions. Didn't write them down. Maybe that was the problem. I don't think so. Anyway, she and her mother talked about exactly how it should be done, because there were a bunch of, you know, little pieces of toys the kids get. You know, they get a bunch of Lego, they get a bunch of Barbie doll, whatever it is, and I'm out of the loop on that one, so if you can help me out, that's great. Anyway, they needed to be sorted in a certain way so that it wouldn't turn into worse chaos than it was. Well, unfortunately, fast forward, it did turn into worse chaos than it was. I guess the dear lady, the mother in this case, didn't get the memo, or didn't read the memo, didn't listen to the memo. In other words, it took Helen more time to sort out what had been done than it would have if she had done it herself in the first place. Now that sounds churlish. That sounds, don't you love that word? It sounds, well, you're ungrateful. I am very grateful that you tried. I'm very grateful for your effort. However, I'm not really so grateful that I've got to figure out what it is you did and do it. In other words, if you are going to offer, and people with clutter are very happy that you've offered, we are very grateful, but maybe make sure that you listen, because we do have brains, We do know what we want to get done. We just may not be able to cope with it. We may not have the time, or we may be overwhelmed by it. So please, please, just help us out and either, well, do it the way we ask. I know, maybe that's kind of radical, and I almost feel funny saying this, but this is a real life story, so I couldn't make that one up. Okie dokie, so that is it for today. Now, this person actually, one client, Heidi, she has shared these videos or graphics the last couple of times, and I'm very grateful for that, because what I ask every day around about now is for you to share this video. And it's not because I asked you to, but I'll tell you what, a couple of people that I have met have only been through the complete and total strangers that I would never have met if someone hadn't shared this video. And when we've gotten together and talked after, they've said, you know, I wasn't feeling so great. You know, I was completely mired in the quicksand of my clutter, and then you just happened to come across my feed and I clicked, and here we are talking. You can make a serious difference in someone's day. Maybe they're not having such a good day. So do unto others and share if you so choose. You don't know whose life you're going to cheer up just a little bit. Yeah, okie dokie. Declutter the brain. No, we already talked about the Facebook group. What we want to do is talk about if you are thinking to get a jump start on your clutter, but you're not quite ready to talk to me yet, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Hey, download, oh, the staple came out. That's interesting. Okay, download your 7 easy steps to conquer your clutter. We're about to be redesigning this next week, but the content will remain the same. It really is 7 steps accompanied by short 3-minute videos from yours truly to walk you through the process so you don't get overwhelmed, because believe me, I know how easy it is to get overwhelmed by clutter. Now, where do you get this little gem, you ask? www.declutterthebbrain.com, and yeah, so download that. Now, I just have a couple questions for you. Do you, and you may not, sometimes you may feel like your life is absolute chaos. Do you wish there were an easy button that would go poof to your clutter? Would you like to have more calm and more peace in your life? I'll tell you what, people can, future clients, and even not future clients, we just have a good talk, but they come to me, they're overwhelmed, they have no energy, their partners are nagging at them, they don't even want to go to their own home, okay? That's bad. And they hate waking up in the morning to look at the clutter in their bedroom. These are actual case stories. So what can you do? If you're ready, if you so choose, we can jump on a clutter checkup call, and I'll listen to see, and I said that word listen, I will listen to you to see what your clutter is costing you in your wallet, in your health, in your relationships. It may be nothing, but if we're having a conversation, it's probably something. And together, we will make a plan for you to take action on your own, or we can see if either my mastermind or one-on-one programs are a good fit for you. But either way, you'll come away with a plan of action. So the booking link, where do you get the booking link? You can either direct message me and I will book you in personally, or you can go to, while you're getting your freebie, www.declutterthebrain.com. I think the booking link is in the show notes as well. So if you have made a decision to climb out of the clutter quagmire, hey, book that call. I'm happy to help. All right, till tomorrow, 11 Eastern, thank you so much for watching and being my wife. Bye for now.